What if everything you knew about learning was a lie? Most people spend hours staring at textbooks only to forget 90% of it the next day. But inside Langley and the Cold War-era Soviet labs, they didn't have hours. They had weeks to turn an ordinary person into a fluent speaker or a technical expert. Today, we're moving past easy mode. I've declassified a 6-step protocol that doesn't just help you study, it rewires your brain to absorb data like a sponge. We're talking about neuro-priming, sensory anchoring, and the secret theta-state. In the next 10 minutes, I'm giving you the blueprint to learn anything 10x faster. But a word of warning, once you unlock this level of focus, you can't go back to being average. The first secret isn't about how you study, but when your brain is open for business. The CIA and Soviet intelligence used a method called hypnopedia. Most of your day, you're in beta waves, alert but stressed. But there's a Goldilocks zone called the theta state, 4 Hz to 8 Hz. This is the bridge between being awake and asleep. The expanded hack. Don't just play audio while sleeping. Use the 20-minute bookend. 20 minutes before you sleep and 20 minutes after you wake up, your brain is naturally in theta. Review your hardest formulas or vocabulary during these windows. Scientific context. Explain how the hippocampus is more receptive to long-term encoding during these low-frequency states. Spies aren't operating in silent rooms. They learn in the field. This is neuro-priming. If you only study in total silence, your brain becomes fragile. The moment a dog barks during an exam, your memory breaks. To learn like a spy, you need to build cognitive resilience. The protocol. Start with pink noise or coffee shop ambiance. Every 5 days, increase the volume or add a distracting element like a news broadcast in the background. You are training your prefrontal cortex to filter the noise and shield the information. Memory isn't just data, it's an experience. The CIA used sensory anchors to trigger instant recall. Your olfactory bulb, or smell, is directly wired to the amygdala and hippocampus. This is why a certain perfume can remind you of an ex-partner from 10 years ago. We're going to weaponize that. The hack. Assign a unique scent anchor for every subject. If you're studying finance, use a peppermint essential oil. If you're learning Japanese, use vanilla. On the day of the mission, your exam or meeting, wear that same scent. Your brain will automatically unlock the folder associated with that smell. The method of loci is ancient, but the CIA modernized it. You don't need to build a palace in your mind, you live in one. Spies use environmental loading. Instead of a notebook, use your physical environment. Tape a complex diagram to the back of your bathroom door. Put a sticky note with a key concept on your coffee machine. Why? Because your brain is a spatial machine. It remembers where things are better than what they are. By walking through your house, you are literally walking through your syllabus. Most people block study, 3 hours of math, then 3 hours of history. This is a mistake. It leads to input fatigue. Spies use active interleaving. Your brain learns better when it's forced to distinguish between different types of information. Switch topics every 20 minutes. It feels harder, and that's the point. That struggle is your brain building stronger neural pathways. Combine this with the 90-20 rule. 90 minutes of high-intensity interleaving followed by a 20-minute neural reset. No phone, no screens, just staring at a wall or walking. You now have the tools. Here is your 30-day deployment plan. Week 1. Master the theta state, the 20-minute bookend. Week 2. Introduce neuro-priming, add background chaos. Week 3. Sensory anchoring, assign smells and colors. Week 4. Full interleaving, switching topics every 20 minutes.
Try this for just 1 week and you'll realize your brain isn't slow. Your methods were just outdated. You are now operating in God mode. If you're ready to join the elite, hit that subscribe button and like this video. In the next mission, we're diving into the CIA's gateway process for mental clarity. Stay sharp. Class dismissed.